Roses in the ground. He came at the same hour every night, and stood in the garden amongst the roses that once bloomed so bright it made the days weep. I'd pull the blankets up over my head, and it would be morning again. As the nights kept me up, I rarely had the energy to do anything during the day, in particular clean the old cottage. It seemed like any time I was able to get out the feather duster, I'd open the windows and a new layer of dust would settle. Every breath would bring on another coughing fit. A television sat in the corner of the lounge room, 2 bunny ears poking out the top of it. I never watched much television. Every time I tried, I'd turn on the TV, and there would only be static. I don't know why I kept it. The kitchen was big, enough to cook a feast for a family, but I never much felt like cooking, nor had the reason to. The ghost kept me worrying so much that I didn't have the appetite anymore. All the foods I once loved, the freshest fruits, the richest stews, the sweetest cakes, they gave me no pleasure now. This ghost was draining everything from me. I was becoming hollow, just a body without a soul, like a circus without a crowd. I'd overheard the gossips in town. They'd said the house was haunted. He was looking for his love who had been lost to him. She'd been lost to everyone. No one knew what had happened to her. Sometimes I'd hear children outside. That's the ghost house, they'd say. They'd dare each other to go closer to the house, goading each other on with every step. Sometimes I'd rattle the front door just to watch them scurry away. The hour struck again. He approached my bedroom window and spoke in garbled words that I didn't understand. "What do you want?" I screamed. He just smiled, his lips blood red like the roses he trampled on. A shiver ran down my spine. The next morning, I was awoken by a banging coming from down the hallway. I slid my feet into my slippers, pulled on my dressing gown, and combed my fingers through my hair. My bedroom door was ajar. I poked my nose through the opening and was shocked at the sight I saw. 2 men were ripping up the floorboards of my home. I swung the door wide open. It croaked like an old toad. "What's the meaning of all this?" I demanded. The men didn't react. A portly fellow, who looked remarkably like the local police chief, albeit fewer grey hairs, appeared at the other end of the hallway. "Anything?" he said to the men destroying my home. "Not yet, Sergeant," one of them said. They lifted up several more floorboards and shone a torch into the opening. "Hey, Sarge," the one with the torch said, pulling the collar of his shirt up over his nose. The sergeant was waving his hat in front of his rosy-cheeked face. He paused and looked up at the man. "You better come see this." The sergeant huffed. He dragged his feet down the hallway like he was wearing concrete boots. "There she is," the sergeant said. Sighing, his shoulders relaxed, as if a weight had been lifted from them. "This is absurd. I demand to know what is going on." I marched down the hallway and leaned over the crouching man. I peered into the hole in the floorboards. There I was, in my Sunday best, eyes shut and a face serene as if I were dreaming of a warm summer's day. My hands rested on my chest with a photograph crumpled between my fingers. I leaned in closer and looked at it. My Roger, standing in the garden amongst the blooming roses.